Good afternoon, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Non-League to Premier League. My name's Louis, also known as Lurg. It's Wednesday. I hope you've had a good week so far. Well, we had a very good season, didn't we? So, we're going to get into the awards today and just do a little bit of talking. Not going to waffle on too much, but a little bit of talking about where I think we need to improve. Hopefully next season we can push up the table a little bit. Would be really nice to try and kind of at least have a competitive edge and maybe push for the bottom half of the European slots. But realistically, that's all going to depend on the transfer budget. I haven't moved forward yet, so I don't know what kind of budget we're going to be working with. You would hope now that we've solidified our status as a Premier League team, the board's going to be a little bit more giving. But so far, not once have they really put their hands into their pockets. So, without further ado, let's have a look at what we're working with. Right, so here we are with our end of season review then. As you can see, very, very good season for us. We're going to go through the new arrivals. Obviously, we'll just go through it screen by screen and then talk about who we need. So, Will Denby brought in, loaned straight back out. He's played very well this season. Nathan Wood, we brought in for 16 million. Obviously, he's been quite solid at the back. Overall rating of 7.05. Metyadov has been brought in and loaned out. Tony Holiday, Jack Wooden. Obviously, these were all free transfers. Jimenez at the left back. Little bit disappointed with, I'm not going to lie. I genuinely thought this kid was going to do a lot better. He's obviously very, very young. He's only 19, so he's got a lot of time yet to improve. And then, Doyle. I really expected more out of this gentleman, I've got to be honest. So, definitely during the summer window, we'll be looking for a left and a right winger. That's something that we need. I would like to go back to the 4-2-3-1 and play a bit more of a pressing game. That's also something that the board's asked for. So, we'll see how we get on. Tommy Doyle has also been a little bit disappointing. Obviously, Petruzzi was a transfer that was organised for last season. He's not really got a fair crack at the whip this season because of how well Mokhtar's been playing. Hamza Chowdhury's come in, he's made 13 appearances. 6.59 as an average rating, I don't think really reflects how good he's been in that kind of holding midfield role. So I'm not disappointed with him at all. We have spent a little bit more money actually than I thought we did. So I retract my former statement about the board. So we were expected to go down. We was predicted to finish in final. Our final place was predicted to be bottom of the league. We actually finished up in 13th. Highest position was 12th, so we finished right at kind of where we were. Yeah, very, very good, and the board are absolutely delighted to finish kind of in the middle of the Premier League. Moments to remember this season, big win over Norwich of 4-2. Match to remember when we won away at Norwich 3-2, which was a really good game. Goal of the season was by Doyle. Can we see this goal? We can't in this screen. Oh, we might be able to actually. So, our goal of the season was from Jeremy Doyle, and this might be the one that's on the intro. Could be wrong. We'll just go into the match report. Obviously, it'll come through. It'll be a little bit quick, I would imagine, on the replay as well. So, we'll just try and grab it as quickly as we can. Oh, it is. It's the one where he turns and shoots. So, really nice strike there, as you can see. Beautiful goal. That's our goal of the season. In all fairness, we haven't scored 1 million goals this season, so that's not quite surprising. Financially then, obviously massive for us. Our reputation has improved. We've not got any new sponsorship deals. It says our reputation has not changed over the past season. Obviously it won't affect it until next season, but our reputation will have improved by solidifying our status as a Premier League squad. Merchandise sales up to 1.18 million this year, which is really nice. Again, Joe Sparrow topping off the people who are there. Kiana Tete has fallen down in shirt sales. Jordan Ibe, for some reason, is one of our top shirt sellers. That's amazing to me. As is Hamza Chowdhury, so he was actually a really good buy because he didn't come in until January and he's one of the top shirt sellers. and obviously you would expect Mokhtar to be there or thereabout. General lineup then, we did go with a 4-4-2 for most of the season. Didn't really work out as well as I would have liked it to, in all honesty with you, but our general lineup was indeed Felipe with Jimenez, Gilchrist, Wood and Gerardo at the back, Doyle and Sparrow in the middle, with McGee and Batil out wide, with Mokhtar and Tong up front. Morgan Tong is a player who has definitely fell off a little bit, so he's going to have to put some work in if he wants to stay at the club. I understand he's very young, but after kicking up all the fuss that he kicked up over the last 2 seasons in the Championship, we're not quite happy with how he is. So, accolades then. Fans Player of the Season, Nathan Wood. Obviously, very, very good signing. Solid centre-back in the partnership there with Alfie Gilchrist. I do think that our defence is quite good. I know we've leaked a lot of goals this season, but that's probably because of how we've been playing more so than the defence itself. Young Player of the Season, Nathan Wood. Signing of the Season, Nathan Wood. Goal of the season obviously went to Batil. Top goal scorers, Mokhtar, 16 goals. Not bad at all. Dion McGee, again, top of the assists list because he's so good with dead balls. Most man of the match awards to Felipe. That actually quite surprises me, and it's only with 3 awards, so it goes to show we've not really set the league on fire this season. Highest average rating is also Nathan Wood. Most passes completed per minute is actually Jacob Davenport, a man who we would like to get back in midfield. I'm actually very much thinking of having Davenport and Chowdhury in the base of a 4-2-3-1 and have them just as really solid holding defensive midfielders. So we've got a nice base to then push forward on. Our record breaker, most assists by a player in a season, Dion McGee with 10. Well, that's not our broken record, is it? Most league goals by a player is still Kiana Tete, and the highest transfer fee paid is Nathan Wood at £15 million up front. Obviously, Batil was 16 million, I think, all in all, but that was over a few things. So, yeah, not a bad season at all. We haven't yet got our transfer budget, so we'll see about that. Hamza Chowdhury is not happy. Well, we'll promise him that we'll play him in his role. Right, he's giving us a chance to play him in his role. So we'll just see if we can get... there we go, that's what we wanted. So our stadium is being enlarged again to 23,000, which is great, because we've been packing our stadium out, which is brilliant. £12 million cost to us, so that's no doubt going to be reflected in the budgets. We have got a wage budget of 725 grand and a transfer budget of 41 million. If we go into our finances, I don't know if that's already going to be done. It is. That's an additional 300 grand a week that we can spend on people and a massive transfer budget. That is very, very exciting. So my idea then for what we're going to do this season, if we can, 4-3-2-1. Chowdhury wanted to play. What did he want to play as? It was a ball-winning midfielder, wasn't it, in support? Oh, he wants to play support, okay. So, my idea is Chowdhury in the middle, and then next to him Davenport as well, actually playing as another ball winner, maybe even a box-to-box. Davenport can play box-to-box really quite well. Then Joe Sparrow in behind, but I'm going to have him as an advanced playmaker there, and then people out on the wings. Dion McGee, unfortunately, is just not quite up to scratch. Fantastic player. Somebody will definitely be keeping at the club. He's come all the way up with us. And then out on that right-hand side as well, we will need somebody because I don't think Batil's going to be the man. We also need a new right-back because Gerardo will be going back to, I believe it's Manchester United. It's either United or Tottenham. I'm sure it's United, though. Yeah, it is Man United. And there's no way that they're going to let him go. It's just not going to happen. And I don't want to loan anybody again this season. At left back, we are going to give Jimenez the season. Obviously, he is very young, so we've got that there. And up top, we've obviously got some fantastic rotation options when we've got Mokhtar, Tong, Petruzzi and Atete. So up front, currently, I really don't think we need anybody. What we do need is just the people there behind getting the servicing. And if we can keep 2 holding midfielders in that slot just behind the attacking three, then that should shore up the defence. That's going to be my mentality going into the transfer window. So hopefully that kind of reflects in our results next season. I do want to still be playing attacking football because for half of the league we're going to be very, very competitive. I know that the top 6 sides are still going to be way out in front of us. Unless, of course, we can pull off some really special transfers this season. I've got a couple of players in mind who I'm looking at. Whether they will yet want to come to us because of our kind of reputation is unknown. We've really been quite unlucky with transfers in the summer months. I think had we got a couple of the players who I tried to get at the beginning of the season, our season would have been very, very different. So yeah, obviously if we get that kind of little bump in reputation, can attract a slightly better calibre of player, and we'll see how we push on from there. Yeah, so it's really, really just, it's exciting times at the Moor, but at the same time, I don't want to jeopardise us financially, so I'm not going to push us out and spend 100 million in the window by putting everything on layaway. I might stretch our budget a little bit to 60, 70 million if I can get away with it, but I don't want to put the club in kind of any financial pressure going forwards, because obviously we love the club, we've been here a long time and it's been a long, hard slog. So with all that being said, again, thank you very much for all your support. Please don't forget to smash the like button for me. It really, really does help with other people finding the videos. Let me know in the comments down below, who do you think we should be signing this season? Where do you think we should be improving? Do you think that we should actually be playing a different system rather than trying to attack teams? I know a couple of people have said that we should maybe go defensively against the big boys, and I don't necessarily disagree, in all honesty with you, I really don't. My only issue is that if we're inviting these teams onto us that are evidently much, much better than us at the moment, it only takes one kind of slip through for us to be a goal behind them. We're chasing the game, and that then forces us to go a little bit more forward and they can hit us on the counter. That being said, they've been hitting us on counter-attacks anyway, so I don't know. I really don't know. Anyway, guys, that's all from me today. Have a fantastic rest of your week. We will see you on Friday. Much love from me. Goodbye for now.